By ExpressVPN, working from home, protect your sensitive data with an extra layer of security at expressvpn.com/inside. Welcome to Inside Gaming. I'm Brian. It's weekend roundup time. So what is going on with Cyberpunk 2077's multiplayer? It sounds like those plans really up in the air right now. Now, we've known that Cyberpunk is supposed to get a multiplayer mode at some point, but now developer CD Projekt Red being pretty coy about when that might happen or if it'll happen at all. Company president Adam Kaczynski said in a recent company presentation that they're adjusting their strategy when it comes to online experiences. And it sounds like rather than just focusing on one game, he said they're working on this sort of all-encompassing online technology. Then he addressed the elephant in the room. What does this mean for multiplayer in Cyberpunk 2077? Well, he said that previously we hinted that our next AAA would be a multiplayer Cyberpunk game, but we have decided to reconsider this plan given our new, more systemic and agile approach. Instead of primarily focusing on one big online experience or game, we are focusing on bringing online into all of our franchises one day. That's a mouthful, but it's pretty vague in terms of whether or not they're still going to go forward with their original plan, which was to make, again, a separate multiplayer mode and a separate product based in Night City. Lots of people thought at the time that meant that they were planning some version of like GTA Online, but in Cyberpunk. But now, in this company presentation, Kaczynski said that we are building an online technology that can be seamlessly integrated into the development of our future games. Kaczynski said they will implement online elements into games, quote, where they make sense. He added, we don't want to go overboard or lose our single-player DNA. We want to take thoughtful steps to build robust online capabilities. Kind of sounds like they're focusing on building a more all-inclusive online infrastructure rather than just for one game. So, I don't know. As far as Cyberpunk goes, it also could be a sign that they're dialing back long-term plans for the game. Maybe they were planning on a separate standalone thing. Maybe now it's something more limited. That's not completely surprising given what a disaster the game's launch was. You know it. You've read about it. 3 months later, players still reporting that the game continues to be buggy despite a long list of fixes. It's still going. They're still trying to work on it. CD Projekt Red recently released a long list of changes that are coming in the upcoming patch 1.2. There's some much needed stability fixes. They're also working on free DLC, paid expansions, and a next-gen update that's slated for the second half of 2021. So they're not giving up on the IP, but maybe their plans for Cyberpunk in the future, at least as far as multiplayer goes, won't be as extensive as they previously said. Meanwhile, in other CD Projekt Red news, they've confirmed that the next-gen update for The Witcher 3, that's being developed by Saber Interactive, will be released in the second half of this year. So probably 2022, let's be honest with each other. It will be released as a standalone purchase for PC, Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation 5, and as a free update for players who already own Witcher 3 on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. So there you go. We're going to get to the rest of the stories in just a second, but first, guys, let's talk about shopping online. We do it, we love it. I shop online for everything: food, clothes, video games, toys. It's easier than ever to shop online, and now thanks to Honey, it's easier than ever to find extra savings on all the products you need. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one that fits to your cart. I do this when I'm shopping for shoes sometimes. Boom, the Honey thing popped up. I clicked it. I saved I think $10 on a pair of shoes. Not bad for literally doing nothing. I mean, Honey did all the work. I didn't do anything. That's the way I like it. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech and gaming product sites to popular fashion brands, even food delivery. Who doesn't like that? Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. That's an insane number. Here's how it works. You shop on your favorite sites, just like usual, no biggie. Then the checkout, that's where the magic happens. That's when the Honey button drops down. It's like, hey buddy, you want to try some coupon codes? Come on, we'll save you some money. Yes, I would, Honey, thank you very much. You click the button that says apply coupons, wait a couple seconds, Honey searches for the site. If they find one, the price goes down. It's cool, it's like you're an insider. It's like you know somebody, and you know somebody at Honey. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free. It installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/inside. That's joinhoney.com/inside. On to the rest of the stories. Balan Wonderworld, the platformer from Square Enix and OG Sonic designer Yuji Naka, came out recently. That's good news. The bad news, got a really bad response from critics. It's currently got a 58 on Metacritic for the PS5 version, not good, a 46 for the PC, that's less good, and a 27 on the Switch. That's super not good. That's terrible. That's shovelware numbers. Destructoid called the game's level design primitive, adding, "If I were to sum up Balan Wonderworld in a single word, that word would be antiquated. Yikes." Weirdly, though, there have been some good reviews popping up, some suspicious 10 out of 10 user reviews on Metacritic saying things like, "It's one of the best platform games I've ever played." Feels like reverse review bombing, review inflation. I don't know. Are they legit? Well, some outlets speculating that they're bots, which no one would ever do that. No, not on the internet. Anyway, it's out now. And if you believe bots, it's really good. Best game ever. The super great platformer. Marvel's Avengers did not exactly set the world on fire either when it released last year. And now it looks like they're trying to squeeze even more money out of the people who bought the game. The game's account tweeted recently that they're announcing an event called the Red Room Takeover. That's coming this spring. It'll have rewards like animated nameplates and outfits that are inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, some people saw that tweet and they took the wording to mean that the outfits would be free and be part of the update, but then Square Enix came in and clarified, no, don't worry, they will cost real money. They added that the outfits will be, quote, available exclusively in the marketplace for purchase with credits. There you go, credits. You gotta pay money for those credits. On the bright side, it looks like the rest of the update will be free, so that's good. No Man's Sky might have gotten off to a rough start a few years ago. You might have remembered that, but lately, man, it has been the gift that keeps on giving. Hello Games just released a surprise update for the game called Expeditions. What is that? Well, the main feature, it's a new game mode, Expeditions, where everyone starts on the same planet. They got to go out on this voyage that they plot out for you across the galaxy. It's basically the Amazing Race, but in space. You start off with a bunch of gear, weapons, and ships. You complete challenges. You make your way across the galaxy. So that's fun. Maybe you wear color-coordinated t-shirts with a buddy, just like on the TV. There's also a bunch of quality of life improvements. The jetpack and the analysis visor are back. The in-game HUD is easier to read. Sentinels have been tweaked to be more challenging. That's just scratching the surface. There's a bunch of stuff. It's out now. Props to Hello Games for continuing to crank out good content for No Man's Sky. It's really cool to see how far that game has come. Police in China have busted what they're called the largest ever cheating operation. It's called the Chinese government. It's really extensive, apparently. No, this involved video games. This was a collaboration between the cops and the gaming giant Tencent to bust a gang which made cheats to games like Overwatch and Call of Duty Mobile, and then they sold them as part of a subscription service. We're seeing a lot of cheaters do this. They're really organized now. They got like websites and you subscribe, and you just subscribe to be an asshole online. That's great. Subscriptions apparently began at $10 a day and up to $200 a month. They also said the group had a website that sold these cheats to hundreds of countries. Pretty profitable too. They made about $76 million in revenue. The authorities arrested about 10 people, and police said they destroyed 17 cheats, which not sure how you do that, but okay, that's great. I love the idea of the cops just taking an axe to a cheat, like to a computer, I guess. I don't know. All right, time for a 5-second review. It's great, 10 out of 10. Best platformer ever. I am a robot. I have been programmed by censored. That's so stupid. I love it. That's my favorite one yet. Keep all of this.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about the games coming out next week. First up, Lost Words Beyond the Page, an atmospheric narrative adventure written by Rihanna Pratchett. Is that Terry Pratchett's star? That would be cool. Set between the pages of a diary and a fantasy story where you run on words and use them to interact with the world around you. It comes to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch April 6th. Oddworld Soulstorm represents a big visual and cinematic leap with intelligent new mechanics and twisted new devices which enable highly explosive deviousness. This is a dark parable that tells tells an epic tale of a volatile society pushed to its limits. It comes to the PC and the PS5 and PS4 April 6th. Star Wars Republic Commando, welcome to Clone Wars. Chaos has erupted throughout the galaxy. As the leader of an elite squad of Republic Commandos, your mission is to infiltrate, dominate, and ultimately annihilate the enemy. It comes to the PS4 and the Switch April 6th. Before Your Eyes, embark on an emotional first-person narrative adventure where you control the story and affect its outcomes with your real-life blinks. With this innovative technique, you will fully immerse yourself in a world of memories, both joyous and heartbreaking, as your whole life flashes before your eyes. This sounds like a VR game. It comes to PC April 8th. Scarlet Hood and the Wicked Wood. Scarlet Hood must lead a hapless munchkin troop through the Wicked Wood. Too bad the Black Witch Lefebvre doesn't take too kindly to strangers gallivanting in her domain. Our fledgling witch soon realizes she's reliving the same day. Can she overcome the disaster that awaits at every turn? It comes to PC April 8th. Say No More. It's the world's first NPG, no-playing game. Or you just say no or not, I guess. Plays an intern with a burning desire to say no to everything and everyone. Sounds like somebody was an intern and had a bad experience. Customize your character. Say no in different languages and styles. Clap back at mean colleagues and change the world. It comes to PC and Switch April 9th. And finally, Trials of Fire. It's a tactical deck-building roguelite. Choose 3 heroes and adventure into a post-cataclysmic wasteland. Engage enemies in a unique meld of card play and tactical positional combat. Level up and scavenge what you can to customize your decks and build a party to take on any challenge. It comes to PC April 9th. That's all the news I got for you this week, guys. I hope you're having a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.